Hey, I haven't done one of these videos in a while. I honestly need a break today, but I figured I'd tell people what's going to be going on in the future. Obviously, I still need to work on Guac 2. After that, I will be doing the Messenger on the 30th. However, I may not be able to do a full port review on that because I can't believe I'm saying this, but Nintendo, the Joy-Con that I got, it's already fucked up. The L button's already fucked up, and I've only had the thing for barely even 6.5 months. Now the good news is I was on hold with Nintendo for like half an hour today. I talked to them. I got a really nice guy. He said that basically I should call them back next week because the Hori left D-pad Joy-Con, which I was going to get anyway, that is going to be coming in on the 29th. So I am pretty low on cash right now. I'll have to see if I can scrounge up the cash for it, but I'll be trying to get that, and in the event that that does happen, hold on a minute. In the event that that does happen, then I'll be able to do a pretty accurate port review for the Messenger. I was going to get that Joy-Con anyway because I play, fighting games and hardcore platformers and stuff on there, so it would be in my best interest to get it. I don't really care about the rumble or the Bluetooth or any of the other stuff, so hopefully that will happen. It's going to be like $28 after tax, and I'm pretty low on cash at the moment. Honestly, YouTube has been pissing me off. It seems like it's there's just been like a domino effect. Just all the stupid shit that they're doing. It's like channels like me, people aren't being notified of my videos. They promote people who cheat the system. There's people on here that steal content from Twitch, like literally the most talentless hacks you can think of. Like, those guys make thousands of dollars. They go and basically lurk in like big streams, and whenever they do something stupid, they put it up on their channel. It's really crazy, and it just makes me lose a lot of morale to continue. I really appreciate the people who leave good comments and stuff. I got one this morning that said something like I was looking for other gameplay overviews and mechanics overviews, and I found your channel, and there's no reason to check anyone else's. Like that kind of stuff really keeps me going. Honestly, it's been a pretty stressful couple months. My ad revenue and my views have tanked. I am going to be hitting 10 million views probably within the next few weeks, maybe like the middle of September, depending on how things go with content. Obviously, there's nothing really big happening right now. Like that would be willing to do. I could do like an achievement guide for Guacamelee 2, but I'm not going to drive myself nuts doing that. The next big editing project I'll be doing is probably a J guide for closers, but if you watched that video I did yesterday, that game's pissing me off too. I failed the 3-star upgrade on that costume twice in a row. But basically, I would like to get more backers. Like, the ad revenue is going to be really low for the next few months. It's going to make it difficult for me to do much of anything in terms of new games and stuff. Obviously, next month is pretty covered. Like I said, the Messenger is coming out the 30th, so pretty much as soon as the next month starts, I'll still be playing that most likely, if I like the game. Like I said, that game's it's got some parallels to the DMC5 footage that we've gotten this week. There's been really only 2 good videos that I've seen, one of which was from, I believe, 4Gamer. I guess somebody at 4Gamer, one of the journalists at 4Gamer, is like a Devil May Cry veteran, because he or she put up a really good video showing a lot of the mechanics, but then a lot of the stuff like the IGN videos and stuff was just like a journalist mashing the attack button with the assist mode on. I think that's kind of what's happening with the Messenger. Like, with the Messenger, there hasn't really been any kind of I don't know how to say it, but basically they haven't been promoting it like a lot of other like big high-profile indie games have been done. Like I don't know if you remember Enter the Gungeon. I bought that game and I didn't particularly like it, but I thought that the marketing that they did for that was pretty cool. They took 2 of the biggest, not just 2, but I think that they were like the main ones. They took 2 of the biggest Isaac streamers. They both heavily focus on indie games, and they had them basically do this marathon. I don't know if the marathon was mandated by them or not, or if there's something that they just did, on their own free will. But they had them basically playing the game for a long time, and they're both really good at roguelikes. And I think that sold a lot of copies of the game. Like, with the Messenger, they haven't been doing that at all. Like, they basically have just been giving it to games journalists, which, I try to not hate game journalists as much as the average gamer does. I understand Even though I'm not a journalist, like sometimes I just get stuff, plunked on me. Like today, I got a code for Blade Strangers, and I haven't even finished Guacamelee yet, and I have, the Messenger in a week. Sometimes this stuff piles up, and it's like even if the person is, in the off chance that they're good at games, obviously most of them are not very good at games. They don't really have a lot of time to devote to them, and like a lot of the games that you can't really get a good, like, honest, like, educated opinion on are the mechanics heavy ones, like character action games, beat 'em ups, shmups, like hardcore platformers. Like, I honestly couldn't care less what a game journalist thinks about those games, but you can go to people like Swillow and like other people in our community. Actually, Daedrin, he's a character action game veteran. He's actually at Gamescom right now, and he actually uploaded 2 non-direct feed or camera videos, and his gameplay is honestly pretty good too. Obviously, when you go to a convention to play a new game, it's always line con, meaning that you're going to be stuck there for hours and you get to play for 10 minutes. But that stuff helped quite a bit. So I will be doing both of those games. I do have Blade Strangers. Basically, I don't even know why they have an embargo on a fighting game to begin with, but I can stream the versus mode and I can stream the training mode. So I'll try to get around to that. It is kind of relatively easy to play without a functional left Joy-Con, but it is going to limit what I can do for a while. So I'm going to leave my links open. I have to admit that I will need more help with Patreon in order to actually have more things past next month. Obviously next month, probably towards the middle of the month. I don't have like an exact date or anything, but basically the KTA rep said that a little closer to release I will have Warriors Orochi 4. I do not know what the embargo is going to entail. I hope that it's a little better than the last one, because the last one, like I've said before, like the game was already out in Japan, when they gave us the keys. So it didn't really, I don't know, it didn't really protect any information at all. I don't know what's going to happen. I will be able to at least tell you guys that I'm playing it and stuff, but past that, I'm really not going to have much funds at all unless I start getting more backers. So what I would like to do is, ideally, I would like to have like more incentives to get people to back me, but I just haven't gotten any feedback, people just kind of support me for uploading something every day, which I feel is pretty good. I know some YouTube channels have like Patreon accounts and they upload like once a month or something. I try to upload every day. It has been harder lately. My stress and anxiety and depression have just been through the roof for a number of reasons, both related and unrelated to YouTube. Mostly YouTube, though. So if you want to help me, be it PayPal or Patreon, right now the only thing that I really need is I just need a little bit more of a buffer with this PC upgrade. I would like to go to TwitchCon. It's not really something that I would take donations for, because there's not really any benefit in it for you guys. When I ask for donations for a game or obviously the computer, you guys obviously see the direct result. There's actually a benefit in it for you guys. I'm able to make more content. Same thing when I need games and stuff, but I don't know. I've never really been one to ask for donations for a vacation, so I don't know if I'll be going. Mostly, I just want to have, like I said, a little bit more of a buffer with this PC upgrade so that I can afford other things. Like, honestly, right now, I have like a non-functional or partially functional Joy-Con. I guess they don't make Joy-Cons out of Nintendo anymore, because it's been 6 months of really normal use. It's not like I played the thing 24 hours a day or anything. I really only use it a couple hours a day, if even that, and it's already fucked up. But the good thing is, if I do get that Joy-Con, if I'm able to raise the $25 to go pre-order that and get it next Wednesday, then I will be able to pretty much do a good review of the Messenger and the D-pad Joy-Con as well. There have been some reviews. Apparently, the one that's available in Japan, obviously it costs more money due to the the markup and stuff, but that one apparently drains the Switch's battery even when it's not plugged into a charger. But they said that that's going to be fixed with this one. I'll definitely be testing that and letting you guys know. So the lineup for now is Guac 2. I need to finish that. I will be doing more Closers content. I do need to get the cash item for Nada so that I can kind of optimize him and stuff. Maybe put up some guides for him or something. I will be doing a J guide at some point. Obviously, I have pretty good gear with him. I just had low motivation, computer problems, and all this other stuff going on. YouTube just being it's just a really shitty site for small channels right now, and I think people are definitely going to have to get used to, if you haven't already, you're going to have to get used to people begging for Patreon. It's not something that people want to do. Ad revenue is it's highly unreliable as a source of income, even if you're not relying on it to live. Like, I don't rely on pretty much anything I make from YouTube to live. I do live on SSI or disability, but even then, like I said, like for instance, like this month, I got $115, which I was able to pay most of my installment for this month. But for the next 2 months, I'm going to be lucky to get 50. So it's like over a half, like 50% decrease. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Go ahead and give me some feedback if you want to help me with getting the Joy-Con and the PC upgrades and stuff. Definitely let me know if you want anything in return. I did forget to mention one thing. Apparently the invoice I've been paying for the past almost 2 months, they have an extra $135 on there for a solid state drive that I didn't actually buy. I got off Prime Day, so that basically cuts out about 80% or like 60 or 70% of an installment. So I might have some more money sooner than later, but some support would help. So go ahead and check my stuff in the description. I have some nice content lined up. Like I said, I do not know when I will get Warriors Orochi 4. I also don't know what the embargo is going to entail, so please have some patience. If it's like the last, Dynasty Warriors 9 embargo where the game's out in Japan, there's really nothing I can do about it. I definitely don't have the funds to be buying an $80 Japanese game just to get the jump on other people. So I'm just going to play it slow like I did with Dynasty Warriors 9. That game worked pretty well for me, all things considered. All the negativity and toxicity around that game. That game did pretty well for me in terms of like views, performance, and channel growth and stuff. So I'm expecting the same thing with this game. I'll try to get out some Blade Strangers stuff sometime this week. It is kind of a weird game to play. Like the commands and stuff are kind of awkward. There aren't like any traditional fighting game commands like fireballs or dragon punches or anything. So it'll take me some time to get used to it, but I do have my PS4 adapter, so I'll try to get out some combos and stuff soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.